were behind me.
The only place I know where people were selling CDs like back then, every time I go to like Atlantic City, niggas just like, yo, give me $2 or whatever. And like, but a lot of times people not really listening. You know, was it just about just making some bread off like, passing out product, or did you think like, yo, if people listen to me, this shit finna go?
Yeah, I believed it. Like I vividly remember like making the Trap Queen song. Like literally, I was in an apartment on Summer Street in Park Ave, right above the liquor store in Paterson, New Jersey. You feel me? And I was sitting on the floor. Monty was right there on the other side of the floor, and that's when we was getting our beats from SoundClick.
Yeah.
And I heard the beat from Tony Fad come through, and it just came through like the the intro to the Trap Queen.
Yeah.
And it was like, I just came out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just came out, and I was like, Ma, this is it. Like, I'm like, this the one, bro. Like, he was like, what? I'm like, bro, this is it. Like, this the one. Like, I knew it from the jump. Nobody couldn't tell me otherwise.
Fetty, one of the things, and I feel like I know so much about your career. This is why it's so interesting with us talking now. So if you see me jump ahead or kind of go back in with certain type of thoughts I had back then, I remember you saying at some point, I forgot who you said it to, it was one of the very first songs you recorded, like ever?
My third song.
I call that cap. I was like, no fucking way, you're lying.
No, it was.
So you're telling me the third song you ever recorded?
Third song I ever recorded.
I always use that example because there's kids who used to listen to that and be like, yo, man, if his third song was Trap Queen, I don't really have to like put in time to work on my craft. How did you learn to record? How'd you learn to write? Like,
I actually didn't learn to write. I just kind of just.
How'd you find your sound? You're like the voice.
My voice, my sound found me. I can honestly say that, and what I mean by that is, my first song I recorded was over Chief Keef and Young Jeezy's song, "The Understand Me," and I was rapping at first.
Yeah.
And the second song I recorded was called.
That's your first song?
Yeah. Word.
But I guess what I'm asking, like, how the fuck you learn song structure? How do you learn? Okay, cool. This is the bridge.
Monty was a rapper. Monty was a rapper. P. Dice was a rapper. Nit the Grit was a rapper. They all was rappers. Like, they was.
Who coaches you through that first song or first couple?
Oh, nobody.
So you just know, like, all right, cool. This is catchy. Like, this should be the hook.
Yeah, kind of. Like, that's how it was. Like, I listened to how they do their songs. And Monty had this song called Text Me Out, right? Like, but way back, like maybe like 2011, 2009, I think, honestly. And it was like, you can touch me in the AM, or text me in the PM. I keep a lot of girls, so I handle when I need them. And then, he'll just switch. And then he'll start changing the flow. And I was like, well, all right. And, like, I come from, like, my background, like, my grandfather was a bishop, you know what I'm saying, in the church. So, everybody used to sing. My mom sang, my brother sang. And my brother was actually an artist before me. You feel me? So, listening to his music, you just catch on to how the breakdown's supposed to go, how the structure's supposed to go. So, when it was my turn, it was just like, it goes like this. Like,
were people telling you your voice was like... Because when I listen to your voice, I feel like, you always kind of contextualize it with the trap shit.
Yeah.
But like, you could be a singer. You know what I mean? Like, you could actually be a singer. Like, put like this. Everybody sounds good when they think they sing like shit. I'd be in the bathroom. I'd be thinking I'd be sounding like, Usher and Chris Brown. You know what I mean? If it's ever recorded, it sounds off key. How did you know, or did people were telling you like, yo, bro, you could sing?
Nah, man. Really, when I was in the studio with Peoples, right? So let me tell you, right? I recorded Trap Queen like 4 different times. You know what I'm saying? It was like 4 different studios. But the version that everybody heard, like the version that everybody knows now, was recorded with Peoples. And the original version on SoundCloud, that's actually my favorite version. I don't like the version with the rapping verse, but I had to do that for the label once I got signed. But we could get into that later. But when I went in there, I went in there, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Said your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. And he was like, yo, bro, like, I know you can sing, bro. Like I hear it in you. Like, I hear, like, you on key. He was like, just sing from your stomach, like, sing it from your stomach. And I was like, all right, run it back from the top. And just like that, it was just, I flowed through the whole song. I didn't even stop. It wasn't like punch me in. It was just like 1738. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. And I just kept going. And then that's why if you ever listen to the original version, it's like repetitive. It's just,
it definitely is raw and gritty on sound. I always hate when people re-record shit because like the raw gritty version is always the best.
Exactly. So, you know, once I did that, bro, I seen everybody expression in the studio, man. And it was just like, everybody was in their phones, you know, people was talking, people was rolling up. And then once I started going, and they see me, like, you know, when I got in that vibe, I just started bouncing around in the studio, and I'm in it, like, yeah, baby, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not new to you, like, because, like, listen, I've you know, I recorded songs before, but like, and I remember being in the studio, I'm like, damn, this don't look like how you know when you watch a rapper, like, you know, kind of like doing a music video in a studio, it just seems seamless. It's a lot of, especially with me, it was like punching, okay, stop, okay, sing this again, sing it like this, sing it from your gut, was a lot of coaching, or it was just kind of just natural?
Nah, yeah, it was natural, man. And nobody ever coached me through this shit, bro. Like, I really taught myself how to do everything I know how to do musically. And it was just like, it was more fun to me, like, you know, everything was fun to me. Like, I had fun making music. Like, we had, me, Monty, and Dice, we had fun doing this shit, bro. Like, and it was cool to have Grit as a back end, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he was already, like, he had the funds for us, you know what I mean? So.
Did you meet him before you recorded the song or after?
Yeah, I knew Grit maybe, I want to say I met him in, like, 2009. Like, 2009, I met Grit. Around the time I met Monty, like, maybe a year before I met Grit. And Monty was the one that introduced everybody. Like, Monty the reason why I know everybody.
Oh, I thought Monty was like, he was a childhood like friend type shit.
Yeah, no, me and Monty, we've been, I mean, it's been a long time now. It's been maybe 15 years now, I think, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, me knew each other. As a matter of fact, I knew Monty from Eastside, so I want to say that's our high school went to, but I knew Monty from like 07, since 07.
So you record the song. Everybody's feeling in the studio. Engineers probably like, yo, this is kind of lit. Maybe Net's like, yo, this shit's fire. Nah.
When Grit heard it, I did it in the car. Like, I was playing the beat through the aux.
Yeah.
And
you just did live type shit.
He was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, that, like, I'm like, yo, this shit the one. Like, I'm telling you, this the one.
So you just knew it was one?
Yeah, I knew it. Like, I knew it. Like, without a shot of a doubt, bro. Like,
how do you move from there?
We went to the studio and laid that shit down.
Okay, you laid down. You got a song you think is a hit. It's your third song ever. Yeah. Which, by the way, you know, this is the thing about the recording process for anybody who's like an upcoming rapper who probably like, you know, records. If you listen to a song enough or you do it enough, like you're recording enough takes, you might be like, yo, this shit's hot, despite what anyone says. But in your gut, you're like, this is the fucking one.
Yeah, like that was the one.
How do you get it to pop?
I really didn't get it to pop. The streets did.
Like, how did it get out there, though?
SoundCloud.
So you just put it out on SoundCloud,
right? Put it on SoundCloud, boom, bang.
How many followers you had at that time?
At that time, shit, I think like 15.
1,500?
15 people.
Like 15 people follow you on SoundCloud?
Yeah, at the time when I dropped Trap Queen.
And you just put it on SoundCloud?
We just kept sharing it. I ain't even have an Instagram yet. I made an Instagram when it hit like 100,000. Like, I wasn't an outspoken person. Like, I didn't like being in the camera. I ain't like taking pictures. Like, you know, I lived a different life. Like, what I was doing, you're not supposed to be on cameras. You're not supposed to be in pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, you know what I mean, gotta move small. You gotta move, be low. So I had to learn how to do that. But once I made my Instagram, like, I was real active on it.
Wait, how did it get popping though? Like so, because, you know, a lot of people, because I even think 15 people, even if all 15 of them liking and shared to, like, I don't know, 200 people.
It was Instagram. Like,
so
Instagram was like it was just starting out, I think. I think Instagram was just starting out.
Yeah, that wave of like people listening to music on Instagram was just starting out. You're right.
And I just kept posting it every day,
By the way, I think, and someone could fact check me on this. For a while, Instagram was straight pictures only. They just introduced videos.
Yeah. Videos probably came out, I think, in 2015.
Yeah.
So
now you could have a video of your music, and now the music is in the background.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it was before that, though. Like, it was just like, we just kept posting it. Like, how it happened, right? Like, I was real lit on Facebook, too, because I got lit in my city. So, you know, I had a lot of followers on Facebook. So they kind of helped me out a lot, too. Like, they kept sharing it. And, like, at this time, the difference why I thought I was already famous, because when you come from Patterson and everybody playing your music, you just think, oh, everybody know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you don't really think, you're not thinking if
You're not thinking about somebody in Houston. You're not thinking about somebody in
like, it's like, all right, I'm lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And how it happened, it's just like people that come visit, they'll bring it out. They'll bring it back with them. Like, people thought I was from Florida. Some people thought I was from Atlanta. Some people thought I was from LA. And then once it finally got to the point, like, oh, homie from Jersey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doing some shit right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, all right, now where do we go from here?
1738, where you get that from?
17, that's a liquor. That's a liquor, Remy Martin.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I drink cheap shit. I gotta step my
Yeah,
okay.
we was the Remy boys.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
Okay, cool. So the fucking song is now kind of moving. I don't think everybody knows completely from Jersey, like you're saying. Is Nit in music at this point, or just kind of like a big homie that's he got some bread, but like he not like I'm wondering how do you make that shit connect where everybody's like this is a new lit nigga?
honestly, man, it wasn't none of us. Like, I won't take credit for it. I won't give nobody else credit for it neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the people that made it lit. Like, Patterson people, like the people from Patterson, they made that shit lit. Like,
how is shit changing day by day for you though? So it's out already. People keep sharing it.
Go like this, right? Like, every one day I go to the store, I gotta pay for some shit. The next day I ain't have to pay for nothing no more for the rest of my life. Like, I could walk in any store in Patterson, they be like, go take whatever you want. Like, yeah.
So you're seeing people start changing up on you, like, oh shit, yo, Fetty, yo, your shit's hot type shit. Oh,
and then,
okay.
I mean, like, people start bringing their kids to come meet me and shit like that downtown because everybody knew, like, oh, he gonna be downtown. Like, literally, people was buying the same shit over and over again just to see me. Like, and that's when I was like, nah, some shit different. Like, some shit different.
You're not still going downtown to sell CDs at this point.
What,
right?
now?
Yeah.
Nah.
You stop, right?
Yeah,
okay, so you stop.
Yeah.
I bet. When do you kind of realize this is bigger than you now lit in your city and the music industry is coming in?
South by Southwest. Yeah.
How'd that go?
That shit was different.
Why'd you go to there?
I got invited out there. I was supposed to actually go out there and do 2 shows. I ended up doing 17.
You did 17 shows?
I still got all my bands from out there. All my bands. Like, all the wristbands they give you. Like, I think when I left that bitch, I had, like, my sister was, like, up to here. Like, I had, like...
You did 17 shows?
17 shows, South by Southwest. I did every show they had out there.
So now, you go... By the way, with South by Southwest, which, by the way, I feel like I'm talking a post-apocalyptic world. For the COVID people who don't know what South by Southwest was, it was basically like where it was like almost like a music conference for young people that you could see the up and coming lit niggas from all over.
Exactly, yeah.
And the more shows you were doing, the litter you were.
Wow.
So if you probably went out of a 2, they contacted you, and if you end up doing 17, they're like, yo, people are fucking with you.
Yeah.
A label rep, that shit was always polluted by label people.
I promise you, any show I did out there at that time, right? You'll see, like, it'll go from like 15, 20 people to as soon as they hear 1738 come on, people started running, like literally running, like I was like Drake or some shit, bro. Like, they was just running in that bitch. Like, yo,
how many songs you got at this point though?
At this time, we had Trap Queen, I think, My Way, and 679.
Oh shit! Yeah. Those are the fucking 3 mega hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me when the label comes in, and then I do have a follow-up question about all 3 of those because I feel like they were spaced out.
Yeah.
They're all mega hits. If they were spaced out, and even I'm gonna be honest, RJ Allen too. If all of them were spaced out, each of them could run 8 months, 8-9 months.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
So when does the label hit you up?
I don't want to quote it, but I don't know if it was November 2014, I think it was. I think it was like November 2014. I think. All I know is it was November. Like,
okay.
It was either November 2014 or November 2015, but November 2015 don't sound right.
Okay. So at this point, were you already signed? So Nit had a label, or he created a label called
RGF Records,
Records, right?
RGF Productions, I mean.
RGF Productions, right? Yeah. Did you sign to him before, or this all kind of happened like pretty much the same?
Yeah, I signed to him before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the label hits him up. He probably presents you with the idea. What are you thinking at this point?
Actually, that's not even how it happened. We went to a couple labels hit us up. I'm
I know Atlantic had to be in the mix. At that point, they were salivating for a nigga like you.
If I'm not mistaken, I think 300 was with Atlantic, I think, or something like that at that time. They were backed by Atlantic or something like that. But yeah, the only thing I really can remember that I'll never forget was somebody tried to buy the song for like 50,000.
They tried to buy it.
Yeah,
Trap
they tried
Queen.
to buy the song for 50,000.
Like an artist?
Nah, like some CEO dude from some label. He was like, "Yo, we got $50,000 right now for the song," because this is before
it goes too crazy.
Yeah, you know. And I'm like, 50,000. Like,
financially, where you at?
Nah, we was up already.
Okay, so y'all not starving at all?
Yeah, nah.
Okay, so like 50,000, you're like, oh shit, we not gonna take it, but this might be proof that this shit gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause I know how to save my money. So even when we was doing $250 a show, you know, like it was starting to get consistent. Like it was like $250 and $500, $750, $1,000. Once we got to like $1,500, it was up. Like it was up. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, we're gonna put $8,000 up. I'm gonna keep it 5. Put 1,000 up, keep it 5. Put 1,000 up, keep it 5. Then the next thing I know, it was like 20,000. Like I skipped 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like
I remember that shit was just on YouTube, just doing fucking numbers by the minute. Yeah, on SoundCloud, doing numbers by the minute. Two things. Did SoundCloud reach out? Because that's one of my gripes with SoundCloud. I felt like they were so instrumental in giving artists like you a platform, but they never had the follow-up to keep supporting you. So that's why, you know, SoundCloud's where it's at. But why did you go with 300?
I actually didn't choose it. It wasn't my decision to be like, yo, let's go with them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, at that time, like, you know, like I said, I didn't know really too much about the music industry or how this really goes or how the contract goes or anything like that. It was like, all right, this is what my man's want to do. I'm loyal to him. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we went up there. And, you know, they had their conversation, they listened to the music. And I remember vividly, bro, like, they was like, oh, no, we don't know if the rest of the song's gonna go. And I looked him dead in his face, I said, bro, this is how the lineup gonna go. It's gonna be Trap Queen, it's gonna be 679, it's gonna be My Way. And then right after that happened, right? And I remember French Montana was about to jump on the remix to Trap Queen. And while he recording,
salute to French, man.
That's my guy.
French know when a record is hot, man. When French hit you saying he want to get on a remix, your shit on fire.
Word up. And when he was doing that, I had my headphones on writing again. Like I was in the studio writing again, like the record again. You feel me? And I was like, yo, I got another one. And it was like, what? No way. Like I'm like, yeah, I got another one. Put it out. And we dropped again. Boom. I want you to be mine. They was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the label, is the label telling you like, yo, slow down? Nah. Or what the fuck is the label saying? Because it looked like they didn't believe in the other songs.
Yeah, they didn't believe in my shit at all, honestly. Like,
did they give you a bag at least? Like, yo, that's the time. You had to get like at least 2-3 million. No. Nigga, you was lit.
Nah, we signed for like 50 bands.
No fucking way. You serious?
Yeah, that's serious.
After Trap Queen is going crazy.
I mean, we know we had.
No, I'm just talking about the first, because these days, right? Like, you know, what happened in the next couple of years, as soon as a nigga gets some type of hit, they want $1 million. Mm-hmm. You signed for 50 bands, the first joint.
Yeah, because they didn't believe in it. And then the recoup after that, I think that's when the big bag came.
Yeah. It probably just happened real quick because like that song.
It was super fast.
That song ended up going. Probably close to either being Diamond or some shit like that. Like
nah, it's Diamond already.
It's Diamond, right?
Yeah, it's Trap Queen Diamond.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit went Diamond.
A Diamond record, your first big joint.
My shit went gold in the first 2 months. My shit went gold.
You never did a remix for that, did you?
I did
officially.
I did a remix, but it wasn't an official remix. It was with Gucci Mane and Quavo.
As that record's going up, what's changing for you in terms of just family-wise and also industry-wise? I'll tell you what I started seeing, because I'm from Jersey. Yeah. I remember people started saying, yo, Fetty just hit the jackpot, and he's buying a Benz for anybody he knows. Yeah. I heard you bought like 50 cars, and I'm like...
Oh, 72.
You bought 72 cars?
Count like from From then to now, yeah, 72.
For like who?
Shit, damn near almost everybody.
Why? And what are you thinking?
I mean, at that time, bro, like I said, like I just wanted everybody to be happy, bro. Like I felt like in order for me to still be even though it still happened, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like in order for me to try to take control of what was going on in my area, I felt like I had to like show people like, you know,
to show love.
Yeah, just because I made it don't mean you didn't. You feel me? And it was like, look, all right, you get a car because this, and you do this, and this. You stay at this house, you can stay at this house. You know what I mean? You take this chain, you take this roller, you take this roller, shit like that. Like, because it wasn't.
You're giving up shit that should be for you.
Yeah.
So like, you're probably just like, all right, cool. I should be the nigga with like 1 million jewelry, but you know what? You hold this. Well, you're kind of explaining why, but like. I always had this question with the cars because I just saw so many fucking cars. It got to the point that it would be just random people I would just see online. They'd be like, yo, he bought so-and-so a car. Why do I have a car? I'm like, God damn. What's the pressure like on you? And are you buying these cars like straight up? No way, right? Like you're probably just putting out 5,000 down payment type shit. You buying them cash?
Yeah. Most of my cars I bought cash, yeah. Wow.
So you giving a bunch of people, I'm not saying they broke or nothing like that, but you giving a bunch of people Mercedes and luxury cars. What comes with luxury cars, you got to keep up with it. Insurance.
That's why I ain't do all that. I had my personal collection. I probably had like to myself, I had like probably 30 of them.
30 cars?
Yeah.
How?
I love cars.
But did you drive them?
Yeah. I drove all my cars. Anybody that know me, that'll tell you, like, yeah, he drives. I drove everywhere, bro.
Okay,
30 I bought a car to go on tour. Like, when I knew I was going on tour, my first tour, I was like, all right, we're going to buy this G-Ride real quick, and we're going to drive this shit the whole tour.
Okay, 30 cars. Like, what type of cars are we talking about? Like, name some of the cars that was in your...
Oh, I'm a BMW man.
You like BMWs?
Yeah, so I got like a...
You had an I-8, I know.
Yeah, I had 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them?
Yeah, well, so let me tell you about how that happened, right? So I was actually going to pick it up for Monty. He ain't know. The black one that I had, Monty had the white one. So the one I was going to pick up, I just got a 63. It was a 2015 C63, a Benz. And I was going to pick it up, and my girl at the time, we was on the way back and we was arguing, and we got to an accident. She got to an accident with the car.
With a new car?
Yeah, my car with the Benz.
Yeah.
So I ended up keeping the I8 because I ain't have a car at the time. Well, I ain't have a car that I felt like driving at the time, and the next day I went and got Monty the I8.
How much money are we talking about? Because like an I8 at that point is around like $200,000.
Nah.
Well, 150, something like that.
Yeah, like 150, maybe around there.
That's $300,000, 2 cars.
Yeah.
C63, 100,000.
Yeah. I had 2. I still got one of them.
If you're saying that you bought 72 cars up till now and you had 30.
Probably a little like, maybe like 700 around there, 700.
No, wait, 700,000?
Yeah.
Hell no, you had to spend way more than that for 30 cars?
For my personal collection, like 700, yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, are you kind of feeling pressure though? Because now you're from Patterson, everybody's like, yo.
No, I never felt pressure at all.
You never felt pressure in terms of like, yo, you have to keep up with the lifestyle to keep giving people shit?
Nah, I mean, see, that's I guess that's what you could say. That's why I kind of fell back a little bit, because I never was the type. Once I realized what I was doing, like the magnitude of what I was doing, like I had to like remember, like I was the one that was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get no jewelry. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna everything I said I wasn't gonna do. I started fucking doing.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Honestly, I ask myself that question all the time. Like I'd be like, yo, what the fuck made you do that shit? And I just be like, yo, he was too fucking nice. Like he was just too fucking nice.
That's such a good question. You're recently, and me, I'm like not even the guy who's like, you got to be on stage. People expect an image. You're Fetty Wap. You're whatever. But like me, like people don't even see me like that, right? And I've been to go to Miami recently, like, you know what I mean, doing podcasts and shit, but I've also been partying. Yeah. I don't even party in Jersey and New York like that. But when I go to Miami, I'm partying and shit. Yeah. I came back from Miami, and I was getting my mom for Mother's Day some jewelry. man, you know I spent like 20 grand on some jewelry, man. I'm like, and really, I don't even care about jewelry, but I'm like, it's something about that lifestyle that make you kind of spend a little frivolously.
Especially in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in Miami.
Everybody had one out there.
Yeah.
As much, I felt like a bum.
Yeah, in Miami, you'll feel like that, honestly, yeah. Like, back home for me, that's why I wouldn't say I limit myself to being home, but I'd much rather be home because I don't have to be nobody special because I'm already him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already that guy. Like, my bad.
Sorry,
like, I learned early on, you know. Well, I learned later on, like, if I pull up with a Gucci suit on, or if I pull up with a Champion suit on, they still gonna
same thing. You Fetty Wap.
Yeah, exactly. So
is your mom at this point saying, "Yo, Fetty, save your money"? Because I know that's what my mom always be like, "Yo, hey, listen."
High hip hop, Triple H, hey.